Welcome back, our fellow antique lovers. Today we'll be getting to know the Big Ben Style 4A loud alarm clock. Well, the Western Clock Company Limited is headquartered in Illinois, United States. This model was manufactured in Canada. In 1934, the Style 4A Big Ben Chime Alarm was introduced. The difference between the other clocks has curved tails on the numerals 6 and 9, and the word WESTCLOX is narrower than Big Ben. With a big round white dial and the alarm time setting at the top, this is one magnificent piece of work. And at the back, we have the 4 basic keys to set the time: the alarm winding key, and the time winding key. In the earlier video, we had the alarm stop button on the top of the clock, but in this we have the alarm pull lever at the back. In March 1935, the Big Ben Style 1A was discontinued, and Big Ben Style 4A loud alarm was its successor. Big Ben Style 4A appears similar to Style 4, but the case is approximately 1/4 thicker to accommodate the loud alarm movement, which is thicker than the chime alarm movement. The loud alarm movement is basically the same as the movement used in Big Ben Style 1A. The Style 4A Big Ben loud alarm was made in a gunmetal case with nickel trim and had a white dial with black numerals or a black dial with luminous figures. The cases have a hanger on the back. Now we have come to know the history and the make of the clock. Let's get into know its parts and its working. Removing the winding knobs in the back case of your clock reveals the inside of the clock. This the base with all the gears, springs and the wheels. Well, these are the gunmetal casing that surrounds the back of the clock. Now let's look at the which parts are responsible for the function of the clock. First, the balance wheel. What is a balance wheel? Well, it's the part of the escapement of a mechanical clock. It's an oscillating device which divides the time into equal sections. Then the barrel. The barrel contains the wound-up mainspring hooked to it at its outer end, which stores the energy, assuring a power reserve of 36 to 45 hours to the clock. The mainspring is wound up manually by means of the crown. Next, a balance spring. The balance spring of a clock consists of a thin and flat wire made of numerals. The hairspring and the balance form the oscillating system. The alarm lever. The lever used to restrict the alarm gear from unwinding. When the alarm stop lever is pushed in, the alarm lever restricts the hammer from ringing. Well, these are the most important parts, which helps the clock function properly. Now let's talk about the mechanism that the clock uses for its functioning. It is called the escapement mechanism. The mechanism built in between the gear train and balance wheel. The escapement transfers the power from the gear train in regular and even time sequences to the balance, the oscillating system. In an escapement there is a gear with teeth of some special shape. There is also a pallet, and attached to the pallet is the anchor which is used to engage the teeth of the gear. The basic idea of that is that, for each swing of the pallet back and forth, one tooth of the gear is allowed to escape. The gear will then advance 1/2 tooth's width forward and hit the right-hand pin. Also, the pallet is attached to a balance wheel which has a balance spring attached to its axle, which gives it a back and forth motion. This gives us the working mechanism of the clock. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe and like for more videos. Comment us your feedbacks and suggestions for which clock we should review next.